of the ladies from the Real Housewives of Atlanta have their own intro on my channel, but Porsha Williams' intro is the longest because most of the conversations and the back and forth have to do with how she got with her now husband. And most of you know the story, but the intro is a perfect way to get into the video. But if you have seen Porsha Williams' intro before, you can fast forward. This is just for the people who wants to sit through it because it is hilarious. I'm just giving you a warning because I do not want to get the, oh my goodness, get to the current content already. This intro is too long. You can always skip the intro and get straight to the current content.
I just feel like, even though you may not be married, it's just some things are just common sense of how to behave around a married couple. Mm-hmm. And for me, I don't even like to stand and look someone's husband eye to eye and carry on more than a 3-minute conversation. Mm-hmm. So when we go to exchange telephone numbers, like I was telling somebody the other day, every type of communication that you have with this couple needs to go through the wife. And you should know that at some point in your life. And if you overstep that boundary, then your intentions were wrong from the beginning.
Porsha wrote a coloring book about wanting to be R. Kelly's main girl despite him having a wife, leaving a woman that was screaming to be let out of R. Kelly's sex cult. She fantasized about her ex-husband being her man when he was in a public relationship with his baby mother. Then she's engaged to a dude whose soon-to-be ex-wife was her co-worker. She met both of them on the show at the same time and started an affair with him. So yeah, journalists are going to ask basic questions and not stroke your ego.
Damn. I'm sorry.
I work for Dish Nation. I am in the world of journalism. So my word
now
needs to be...
journalism is...
So you're downplaying my job? This word right here is killing me. What's this?
Reciprocation?
Reciprocity.
Let me see, Porsha.
It's a bit... It's
reciprocity?
Reciprocity. No. Look at it. Come look at it. Come look at it.
Give me a minute.
Reciprocity.
Hot mess, child.
I would like Porsha to spell scepter. Go.
It's almost hurtful to me to watch her be so dumb.
Somebody wrote, and that's on 265 days a year. What is wrong with that?
Yo, shout for season, man.
Who said that? Porsha Williams coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta? That's false. But Porsha Grabadia is in the building. See y'all. Mwah.
Porsha captioned the video, season 16, let's go, peach emoji, hashtag RHOA. Are y'all ready, okay, with those emojis? Kenya Moore responded, come on, sweet 16. So I left a little bit of Porsha Williams' announcement in this video. Now, I wrote in the title, Porsha Williams' husband, because at this point, is Simon really your name, sir? Back then, when Porsha got with Simon and, we were talking about it, and when I allegedly called Simon a scammer, when I allegedly talked about fraud, I was called a hater, bitter. You're not happy for Porsha and all of that. And come to find out, vindicated. I wasn't wrong. So let's get into these court documents. We're going to address him as Simon. But according to court documents, on August 11, 1982, Simon entered the United States, okay? But he overstayed his visitor visa. Then in 1985, he requested an adjustment to his status, and that adjustment application was denied. He was then declared deportable, which Simon voluntarily deported from the United States on December 28, 1985. He then re-entered the United States in June of 1986 And he overstayed his 6 months visitor visa again. And in September 1987, he was arrested for bank and credit card fraud and pleaded guilty to a felony offense. He was arrested in January 1989 for unauthorized use of a vehicle and again in May 1990 for fraud. Thereafter, the agency began removal proceedings. And this is a simple reaction. No one is celebrating in anyone's demise, okay? Kenya is on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Porsha is coming back with her husband. And this is some tea, okay? So let's continue. My goodness. Again, January 1991, Simon committed another felony offense, credit card fraud. In April 1991, an immigration judge held a hearing and ordered that Simon be deported. On March 4th, 1992, Simon was deported and physically removed from the United States, okay? Before his March 1992 removal, however, on October 24th, 1988, Simon used a different identity to seek temporary resident status under the Special Agricultural Worker Program known as SAW. He also did not include his criminal history on the SAW application. When his SAW application was approved, with these misrepresentations and omission, he was given a registered card as a temporary resident on July 25th, 1991. So for those of you who might be confused about the dates, how was he approved for something in 1988, but then he was going to be deported in March? Let's go back to the very first thing that I read. Simon entered the country in 1982, okay? Then he overstayed his visitor visa. In 1995, he attempted to adjust his status, but it was denied, okay? And then he voluntarily basically left the country because when his application was denied, he was declared deportable. So then he voluntarily left. And then he committed those crimes. After he re-entered the United States in June of 1986, okay? He overstayed his visitor visa by 6 months. And then in September 1987, he was arrested for bank and credit card fraud. He pleaded guilty to the felony offense, okay? And he was arrested again in January 1989, okay? So for those of you who are confused, when all of this was going on and his first time getting deported and all of that, when he came back and re-entered, that's when he filed under a fake name and got certain paperwork that he needed. But under his original name, he still had all of these crimes allegedly and all of these things going on. And the only reason why his documents were approved is because he provided fake information. So hopefully you follow me now. Let's continue. So remember, because of his lies and a fake name, he was given a registration card as a temporary resident, okay, on July 25th, 1991, a part of that immigration benefits and program, okay? Well, Simon's status under that program was then automatically converted from temporary to permanent resident status following the waiting period, okay? Simon received his permanent residency card on April 27, 1992, at 26 days after he had been deported under his other undisclosed identity. So for those of you who are looking for tea on Simon, well, if he's going by Simon, but his real name when he committed those crimes wasn't Simon, then that's why you couldn't find the mugshots, the tea, the paperwork, and all of that. And even in this document, they're listing undisclosed. So they're still not listing the name. And Simon felt like, you know what, it worked. So let me go ahead and push my luck. and apply to become a citizen. And that's the thing, okay? You can do all of that and it might work for you for a while, but eventually it will catch up with you. So on December 22nd, 2016, when he applied under his second identity, it was denied, okay, because his temporary resident status was unlawfully granted. On December 31st, 2020, he filed again. And of course, at this point, you know the answer. It was denied again, okay? Simon last filing is listed March of 2023, less than a year ago, and yeah, a hot mess. So he rushed and got married to Porsha once again, who is another American citizen, in hopes maybe Porsha Williams, connections and things like that would help his status. But all of the lies and fraud and stealing allegedly and everything that he did to get the money that he now have allegedly, good luck to them. I normally focus on blessings. I don't use the word luck. But in this case, good luck. Now, on the screen, you are witnessing videos and images and different things from Dubai, okay? I'm going to leave these on the screen while I talk real quick. So for those of you who are like, what does that mean, Vina? Thank you so much for reading everything, but what does it mean? Simon is a legal immigrant, okay? And basically, he shouldn't even be in this country. He's only in this country because of using a fake identity. Once again, his recent attempt to basically get rid of this situation was in March of 2023. Okay, so less than a year ago. It's going to be a year next month. So basically, that's possibly the reason why he's been in Dubai a lot and other places, okay? That doesn't mean he can't come back here, but now that the information is out, if he does come back, he could get deported, okay? Dubai is a very beautiful place. Porsha is over there right now having a great time. Most people assumed her husband is a businessman. He's probably out there on business, and I'm sure he's out there on business as well, but he's out there because he had to be out there, okay? Anyways, this right here is a perfect storyline for Simon and Porsha. I mean, Porsha might be somewhat embarrassed because for her, picture perfect, my life is great. That's her MO, but hey, it's out there. All Simon have to say, read the documents. They're talking about 1990 days, 1980, whatever. Do you know how many years ago that was? After all of those years, since when me under the fake name that I use, since when have you heard that I was arrested? What records can you show to prove that I was arrested? So he can go with the whole thing. You know what? I was young. I made some dumb decisions, and now I'm doing things legally, hopefully, and I'm making the right decisions. We've all made mistakes. Even Miserable Milo can't even come at him about that when, girl, you are a walking billboard when it comes to the mug shots and all of that, okay? So the only thing here is, hey, you have so much to say about me, and now look at your husband. That's about it. But apart from that, yeah, you can't really be talking, child, because y'all both probably got matching mug shots if his real name was revealed. We know his other names and all of that, but I'm not sure if he used those other names that he have, because Porsha has a tattoo. They're like, yes, we get it. Y'all claim I cheated, which I did, but I'm going to stand on this hill, and if I have to die on this hill lying that it was only a month, that's what I'm going to do, okay? But we know the story, okay? In case you forgot and confused, I said it took a month because Porsha wanted everything to fit her narrative. So saying it took me a month to fall madly in love and accept his proposal to her made sense, because confessing to anything before that would have basically proven that Simon and Fallon were still indeed together and that she was cheating, when Porsha knows it took more than a month. We know the story, so that's what I'm saying, just in case anyone got confused about me saying a month. And also the beginning of the video. All jokes. I have an accent, So there are some words where I might not pronounce perfectly. It's just all jokes. Even Porsha laughs at herself sometimes, okay? So it's not that deep. Let's continue. Y'all cheated. You cheated. Whoever cheated, whatever, okay? Let's move on from that is what they want to do. Y'all going to be asking me, why is my husband in Dubai? Why am I traveling? And here comes Simon. When I was young, I made some dumb decisions and made some mistakes. And I'm hoping that all of my progress and the amazing changes I've made in my life, and I have a family and a wonderful wife and all of the great things that she's doing, hopefully they can see all of this and have some mercy on me and grant me legal status. Okay, so the storyline already started. For those of you who were like, oh, Porsha, don't do it, it's going to ruin your marriage. Porsha needs money. Simon needs the money. I've been telling you, yes, no one is saying Simon is broke, but that net worth you're seeing is fake. Okay, this net worth is not even close to the amount that's being reported. Of course, Porsha wants a man with money. But as long as you have enough to handle the household, spoil her and all of that, she's good with that. Porsha have her own money. Porsha is all about image and status, okay? She seeks validation from the public. So if something is going on, but the public see things a certain way, Porsha have no problems temporarily stepping in and doing everything as long as it looks like her picture perfect, happy home, and her king is there spoiling her and doing everything for her. That's all she cares about. Now, as long as the two of you are together, oh, Miss Porsha would sit around and fake it. But if it ends, she have no problems coming online, exposing you. When people were throwing numbers out there, her engagement ring from Dennis, Porsha never corrected them. One of the many headlines, okay, is on the screen right now. And Porsha would hear people say that number to her face, and she would smile and pretend like, absolutely, that's how much he paid and all of that. And then the moment they broke up and she was claiming that she's a single parent and someone corrected her, this was her response. Someone wrote, but isn't he the one who bought you a $750,000 engagement ring? Come on now, he can afford a Rolex because Porsha posted that he was wearing a fake Rolex. Do you really think Porsha would ever say something like that if she was still with Dennis? No, that Rolex would be a real one and she would continue to smile and live her life. And Porsha responded that her ring was only $100,000. It was never $750,000. When people pressed her more in the comments that she was going around lying about the amount or accepting the amount, that's when she wrote to another person that she did not know until she took her ring to get appraised. Okay? So as long as she's with Simon, they are going to smile through this. They are going to get through this unless she's no longer with him. Listen, people make mistakes. My husband is amazing to me. We're great. We're moving forward. And whatever that happens, I'm rocking with him. And that's going to be it. But at least they have a fresh storyline compared to, the other one. Yes, the girls will still drag her and all of that. But apart from that, it's like, okay, everything else already played out on social media. So what's there? But to dig this information up, yes, I understand he recently, filed. So now it's public. But how convenient that right after you announce your return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and now this information is out there. I mean, come on, it makes sense. They're about to start filming. Why is your husband in Dubai and everywhere else but home? Yes, your story, okay? Flash all of the news reports on the screen. Breaking news. And then flash to Simon and Porsha talking about it. Well, I made some dumb decisions when I was young. Storyline. There you go. But I'm wishing all of you well and take care. And if I feel up to it, I might post a video on the somewhat response of Fallon and social media reaction because they are going in when it comes to the comments, okay? On Porsha page, on the blog pages, on Twitter, known as X, they are not playing. So I might come back with a second video. Once again, I'm wishing all of you well and take care. My loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also, turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted, and I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.